The question that we've been asked is when we do a bank import and we brought all these transactions in, when you click on the take action button, which of these should I choose? You got to be a little careful on what you choose, right? Like for example, LSUC fee is clearly an office expense. You just go here and do office expense, right? But some of them may not be office expense. Like some of them, maybe some kind of a bank transfer you must have done. You must have paid a credit card, for example. Let's say this was like you paid a credit card. You can just say action bank transfer. Then you can choose the other end to be a credit card, and you can actually apply and get it done, right? Like that's one way to kind of do that. Now, disallowed expense is same as office expense, but there is certain portion that's not taxable. So that's what it's the same as office expense. Client expenses are disbursements. Loan repayment is pretty obvious, so loan repayment, what you would do is you basically choose, your line of credit, and then whether it's a long term or a short term, apply it to the right place, and in the bottom automatically it's already chosen which bank account and stuff like that. So you just need to fill a few things there, right? Like that's what loan repayment is all about. Drawing transfer and capital transfer are interesting. This is when you actually withdrew money out of the business to pay yourself. Like, if it is a drawing transfer, that means it's like a monthly draw scenario. Capital transfer is some investment that you did in the past that you're trying to pull money away. Okay. Last and final is taxes payable. Like, this is basically like, some form of tax payment that you made and you're trying to move that as a taxes payable. So the key indicator here is you need to think about what that expense was. Like, for example, sometimes it could be, some kind of an asset purchase. Like, for example, some charitable donation that you made, right? You could actually choose that as a prepayment of an asset and mark it as a goodwill and store it there, right? So what you're doing is when you are taking an action, the credit side of the bank is already taken care of. That's why when you hit the action button and you choose one of these, like let's say I'm choosing drawings, for example, the bottom portion is already picked as bank and everything is done. The top portion is basically the debit side, and that's what you're actually expressing here, whether it's a drawings transfer or an expense or a miscellaneous expense. So to summarize, when you take an action, think about the expense. Is it an office expense? Is it a bank transfer? Is it a client disbursements that you're paying? And then take action accordingly, and then uLaw would try and put that entry into the bank.